Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, because by the end of this video you will know exactly what traction alopecia is and why you're still stuck in it. Welcome back to day number 9 of 2020 Clarity, giving you all of this hair growth, whether it's in the house, on the go, in the car, or wherever it is, to make sure you have all of the knowledge you need in order to fill in your bald spot and reverse your traction alopecia all of 2020. So what is traction alopecia? Traction alopecia is defined as the gradual hair loss from yanking, pulling force of hair being pulled out of its root, out of its hair follicle. There are 2 different types of traction alopecia. The first type is called stress traction alopecia, which is basically where you can have the pulling from tight hairstyles such as ponytails, dreadlocks, braids, from headgear you wear like a wig, the stress that it puts on your edges from being in that certain area all the time. Headbands can cause stress traction alopecia. It is anything that you put on your hair that can pull it or yank it out from its hair follicle over time. The second type of traction alopecia is called a chemical traction alopecia. So what that is it is the actual pulling out or falling out of your hair follicle from using a hair product. So when I lost my edges originally, I used this gel because I was already a part of the natural hair community, and I had been, on my journey for a few years, and every new product that came out, I was on the bandwagon. I wanted to try it. And there was this new gel that came out, and I don't want to say the name of it because that's not the point, but I tried it, and I used to like to wear these really tight slick buns, and at the time I was working in the emergency room, and I never wear my hair out in the emergency room. 1, because it's going to be frizzy by the end of the shift because I'm going to sweat. 2, people like to spit when they crazy, and I ain't want no spit getting in my hair. Oh my god. So I used to wear these really tight buns, and I used to like for them to be really slick, and I loved the way that this gel slicked my hair, and it made it look all neat, and it held it all day, and I just slicked my little baby hairs and everything, and I used it for maybe 2.5, 3 weeks, and by the 4th week, my edges was like through. So that is a form of traction alopecia, and it's a chemical traction alopecia. Traction alopecia is reversible. It is not like alopecia areata, where you start to lose your hair in patches and then it goes completely bald, such as Congresswoman Presley. If you haven't seen that video, she put out a press release about her hair loss. That is a different form of alopecia. Alopecia is just basically a definition meaning hair loss. There are different forms of alopecia, and the alopecia, traction alopecia, is the type of alopecia that you have from stress, pulling, yanking out your hair follicle. The biggest culprit to traction alopecia is tension. Tension is what kills hair. As a matter of fact, I have a little clip I'd like to play for you, give you a little bit better idea from some experts, because I'm a nurse and I love my doctors.
A lot of movement of the scalp, so this will really help create a minimum scar for Mike. If everything goes as well as it should, hair follicles should grow through whatever little scar that he has.
Look at how well it's coming together with nothing. Nothing. There's no tension here. Tension is what kills hair. I'm very optimistic for Mike's surgery.
So in that video, what you saw was, 1, he said that this.
No tension here. Tension is what kills hair.
Tension is what kills hair. So anything that you are putting on your hair that is causing you to have tension is going to yank out your hair follicle from its root. That is bad. You don't want to do anything that can cause any form of tension whatsoever on your hair. It's going to continue to have you stuck in your traction alopecia. The second thing that I need you to pay attention to is he said this.
If everything goes as well as it should, hair follicles should grow through whatever little scar that he has.
That man said that whatever little scar he had, hair can go through it. So you telling me that I can get my scalp cut open and my hair can go through a scar, but it can't go back from me just pulling it out from a tight hairstyle? It absolutely can. Why is it so difficult then for it to grow back? Why then are we having so much problem growing our hair back? It's because of the continued habits that we are doing after we have lost our hair and are suffering with traction alopecia that is preventing it from growing back. Your traction alopecia is 1000% reversible. You have to make sure that you are having the healthy habits and growth techniques that are encouraging your hair to reproduce new strands. If you're not doing that, then you're not going to have the new strands no matter what you do. The healthy habits of today create the strong strands of tomorrow. So what healthy habits do you feel like you're doing that's creating or not creating the strong strands of tomorrow? Let me know down below. I'm curious to know what habits you feel like you need to incorporate, you feel like you need to do in order to make sure that you get the strong, healthy strands that you're looking for. So now I hope you understand completely what traction alopecia is. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And if you know someone that could benefit from this video, make sure you share it on all social media platforms. Get at me, the Natural Hair Confidant. And on all social media platforms, make sure you follow me at the Natural Hair Confidant. And if you're interested in working directly with me and having me help you push strands through your bald spot or whatever thin spot that you have, make sure you go to my website, 𝑔rowmyedges.com, and sign up for the hair growth program. I look forward to helping you on your journey to growing back your hair. Until the next time, I wish you guys the most growth. Take care.